Welcome everybody that's joining right now. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to 3 Days of Creating with Heart. So happy you're here. I see lots of people are joining. That's wonderful. Yep, people are still coming in. So as people are coming in, I just want to say I'm so honored and grateful that you're here. And I'm just going to give people a couple minutes to get in before I start doing my full welcome. So happy that everybody's here. Let's see if I can see here. Perfect. Hi. I'm looking. Hi, Becky. Hi, Courtney. Let's see who's coming in. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Welcome, Laura. Come on in. Everybody, come on in. Let's get creative. People are coming in. Awesome. Perfect. Gonna put my glasses on so I can actually see what I'm doing. Perfect. Perfect. Come on in. And if you'd like to put your video on, I would love to see your faces. Hi, Jace. Come on in. Okay. Hi, everybody. I am Donna Lowy, and I, again, am just letting people the chance to come in. We have a bunch of people entering right now, and we're going to get started in just a couple moments. I would just love it as you're entering if you could, in the chat, put where you're coming in from, or if you can rename yourself. Thank you, Courtney, where you are coming to this meeting from. I would love to see where everybody's from. Welcome, welcome. Oh, yay. Perfect. Okay, let's see. Pittsburgh, PA. I was born in Philadelphia. I know Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Wisconsin. Doylestown, PA. Another Pennsylvania, Florida, Los Angeles. Wonderful. Burbank, California. Close to me, San Diego, California. Arkansas. Wow. Hi, creative souls. I love it. I am so excited that you're all here. Wow. Louisiana, Harrisburg. Yeah, as you come in, just tell us where you're from. Put it in the chat. Rename yourself with where you're from so I can see where everybody's from. Yay! Hi, everybody. So great to see everybody here. Beautiful. Okay, so we still have people coming in, but I am going to get started. I have a wonderful assistant that will be able to answer questions, hopefully, and if they can't, they will pass them on to me. New Orleans, I should say. New Orleans coming in. Love it. Beautiful. So welcome, everybody. Welcome to 3 Days of Creating with Heart. I am Donna Lowy, and I am your host through this, and I am so grateful and honored that you were here with me today. This has been a dream of mine to get Creating with Heart happening, so I am so happy that you have joined me for this. I'm going to just share a little bit about myself and tell you my story. I am an artist, an educator, a multi-certified coach, and I have just believed since I was a little girl in the power of creativity. And I'm not talking about just creativity in being an artist. I'm talking about the creativity of the human condition. We are all creative. just shows up in so many different ways for us. Maybe it's cooking, gardening, decorating your house, maybe planning your wardrobe. There's so many ways, and people sometimes get a little bit stuck in creative. I'll hear people say I'm not creative because they can't draw. So creativity comes in all forms, and that's what this is about. So this is not an art class that we will be using art. It is about expressing yourself creatively. So I am, again, so honored that you're here. I'm a little bit about my story and creativity. So I taught children art class for many years. It used to get me so excited to see how excited they would be in their creations. I had parents that would help, and they would say, I need this. I wish that I had this. And it's always made me realize that we as adults don't get to spend as much time maybe playing with our creativity. I think it can get a little bit serious. So we're going to have some fun in these 3 days. We're going to play. We are going to get in tune to ourselves. And today, day one is all about grounding and connecting to our creative spark. So again, back to my story. I really wanted to start creating with heart, or I began creating with heart back in, I guess, February of 2022. And that was after coming from a year of grieving the sudden loss of my mom, where I decided to create a heart every day for a year to kind of help me cope with my grieving. And then I decided I'm going to start creating with heart. And then a month after that, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. So that kind of shut me down again. And, through that journey, the one thing that kind of was helping me to heal my body, healing my spirit and my soul, was my creativity. So that is why I really want to be sharing that with others and showing them the power of creativity, what it does for you, for your actual mental health, your physical health. And it can just empower you in every aspect of your life. So that's what we're going to be doing, kind of connecting to that and getting you to see the self-expression, the healing, and the connection through creativity. So lots of benefits. And I just want us to be clear, we don't want to just think creativity is only the arts, because we are all creative. So we still have people coming in. So I'm waiting for everybody to get in, because I want to go talk really slow, because I don't want them to miss anything. But I want everyone to know that in these 3 days, this is process over product. It's not a time for a masterpiece. It's a time to release judgment, to let go of that inner critic. So you're not censoring yourself. There's no wrong way. This is for you and about you. That's what this is for today. We're all coming here for different reasons, connecting with our creativity. Maybe we have some healing to do. Maybe we're just excited to have some fun creative play. Whatever the reason, you're in the right place. So I am going to start out. We're going to start with a little kind of grounding and centering. Today is all about grounding. Day one is all about grounding. So I am going to start that off by lighting a candle, just kind of open our creative circle. And if my matches will work. Okay, see, these are really pretty matches, but I don't think that they're going to work. So I might have to use my little lighter, but that's not as pretty for you. So let me just try one more match. I love mermaids. A friend of mine gave me these mermaid matches, but they're not doing the job. So I am going to light them with my lighter over here. So we're going to do that. I don't want it. That's not so pretty. Okay. So we have our candle lit, and we are going to begin right now. So I would like everybody to, I'm going to share my other camera with you. You're going to need a piece of paper and either a pencil, a marker, something that you're going to be able to use to draw with. And we are going to do a relaxing, grounding exercise. And I'm going to be playing some music for this, but I'm going to tell you what we're going to be doing before I start. We are going to be using our non-dominant hand. So you're going to switch your hands up, because I really want you to connect to your mind and grounding yourself. And you are going to be closing your eyes, and with your non-dominant hand, this is going to be just breathing slowly. You're going to start to draw, and just through your breathing very slowly, just go whatever with your eyes closed. You're just going back and forth across the paper. And I am going to now put some music on for you to kind of go along with. Your eyes, breathe slowly. Your non-dominant hand, you're going to just breathe, releasing everything. You're just here in that hand. No judgment, just free, connecting to what it feels like on the paper, easy, connecting to your breath, getting yourself grounded in the present. And we're going to take a deep breath, and we are going to put our pen down. Okay, I hope you're feeling a little more grounded, centered. Now you can open your eyes now, and you're going to look at what you've just created. Again, no judgment. And now we're going to just take a couple minutes to stay in that centering and grounding, where we're going to find different sections. And we're just going to kind of have fun creating like little lines. Find different sections, little lines, little symbols. We're just going to kind of create patterns to kind of relax us within different sections. So stay in that creative, releasing all inhibitions. Find different areas to just freely doodle, create. Whatever you want to put in there, just kind of have some fun and play. Play. That's really important, to release and play. Let's take a little bit of time. This is all about grounding yourself so you can be present. Let's have fun. Give you a little more time, just play with that. It's kind of fun to see what kind of marks are natural for you to want to make when you're just kind of doodling. It's very powerful for the brain to doodle. Having fun, just making marks. And if you're just joining us, we're just relaxing, getting into that very grounded, meditative space. Just a couple more minutes. You can always come back to this, but just a couple more minutes of just kind of freeing yourself and getting yourself present. Love this. Okay, just another minute and we're going to wrap this meditative exercise up. And when you're ready, if you can just look up and smile, then I'll know you're ready to move on. Oh, thank you. I see Sandy smiles, Susie smiling, Autumn, Cynthia, beautiful. Angela, Rachel, beautiful. I love your smiles. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to come back to me. So give me a thumbs up if you're feeling a little more relaxed and grounded. Feeling a little peaceful and grounded? Awesome. Thank you. Great, great. Okay, so it's really interesting how different and unique we all are, even when it comes to hearing things, how are we going to perceive that? You know, we see that so much in the world. You know, you say something and somebody hears something different. And I have an exercise I started doing with my students, and it was so much fun. I used to do it with my students when I was teaching elementary school. And when I did it with them, I would have them put up the little things when you're taking a test that so you can't cheat. They would put these little things to block off what they were doing. And I did that because I'm going to have you now take a piece of paper and something to write with. And I am going to give you some directions. Now, this might be hard for some people who want to get it right. Remember, we have to let go of that. They're going to want to ask questions maybe, or how, but you can't ask any questions. You just listen to the direction and do what the direction is telling you without seeing what anybody else is doing. This is just you. So everybody who, and if you've just entered, get yourself a piece of paper, and I'm going to give the directions. So you've got a piece of paper and something to write with. Are you ready? Is everybody ready? It's gonna be hard. You can't ask me any questions. So what we're gonna do now is I want you to draw a line from one side of the paper to the other. Okay. There you go. Now I would like you to draw 3 circles of different sizes. Now you've done that. Okay. We are now going to draw 2 triangles. And when you look up, hi Dee Dee, I love seeing some familiar faces. Now we are going to draw 3 freeform shapes, organic freeform shapes. And then 4 squiggly lines. Okay, so we connected inward with our meditative, and now we're celebrating what makes us all unique and what makes us unique in our creativity. So we all have our own spark, but we come together as this like beautiful mosaic. So we all had the exact same directions. You don't have to, but I would love it if everyone who has their camera on, hold it up and show how different everybody's is. This is my favorite part. Ah, this is amazing. Do you see the exact same instructions? Everybody. That's who we are. We're these beautiful, unique sparks of creativity. So awesome. It's awesome. Beautiful, beautiful. So now we've connected to our uniqueness, and let's celebrate that. So I am very impressed. You are all amazing. We are now going to do a couple journaling prompts. So hopefully everybody has a notebook or a piece of paper, journal with them, and something to write with. Because I'm going to give you some questions. And you know, today I scrapped my PowerPoint. I was just thinking, I want to connect. I don't want to sit here and be putting PowerPoint slides up for this. I just want to connect with creative hearts, my heart to your heart. So I quickly wrote the questions down. So excuse my not great. Okay, let's go to this camera. So we're going to, in our journal, we are going to, or our piece of paper, whatever we have, we are going to answer these questions. And I want you to really think about it before you start writing down, and really think about these questions. What does the word creativity mean to me? How do I express my creativity in everyday life? What is a creative activity I've always wanted to try? And what gets in the way of me doing that? So you take your time, answer those questions. I'm going to set my timer, and I'm going to give you about 10 minutes, or maybe a little bit longer, maybe about 12 minutes. And I will, when I see everybody's smiling faces looking up, I know. So really take your time and answer these questions from your heart. Yes, if you don't have a camera, I am going to repeat the questions if you are not seeing the video. First question, what does the word creativity mean to me? You can write these as I say them. How do I express creativity in everyday life? What is a creative activity I've always wanted to try? And what gets in the way of doing it? I'm also putting the questions in the chat that you can read them there. Also, if you check the three little dots in the corner of my screen, you can pin me so I will be larger and my screen will be larger. Awesome. I can see if you've pinned me and you can see it bigger, perfect. Just a couple more minutes, about 3 minutes for those of you that are still writing. I don't want to rush you, so you can come back to these questions. Just another minute. I love seeing all these names that as you registered, I would get comments and see your names. It's so great to see you all here right now. Beautiful. Okay, so we are going to, if you didn't get a chance to finish that, keep those questions. Hopefully you have the questions written. You're going to come back and finish those questions. But now we're going to get into doing some more fun creativity. So if everybody can get, again, another piece of paper in front of them. And I'm going to go back here. So hopefully everybody's pinned me now so you can see that screen much larger by going to those little dots and making me bigger. So we have kind of grounded ourselves, we're looking inward, and now we are going to really connect to our hearts. That's what today is all about. Tomorrow I said exploring, having fun, expressing ourselves. Today is about connecting, and we're going to connect to our heart. So the first thing that we're going to do in this paper, and remember, let go of the perfection, let go of judging what your heart looks like. I just want you to draw a big heart on your paper. And we're going to be creating it sort of a heart map. And what we're going to be doing, some of you maybe have done them before, but this is really great because we're going to connect to what is in our hearts right now. So it could be, we're just going to be writing words. What is in our heart? Maybe it's a person's name, a passion, a dream. Maybe it's some grieving, some deep sadness, healing, anger. Whatever that is, I want you to write that in your heart. So I know in my heart I have the loss of my mom. I have a lot of love. It's my children. State of the world. More sadness, some healing. I want you to fill that heart up with the words that you're feeling right now in your heart. And it could be dreams that you're having, passions. Fill that heart up with as many words. Feel your heart. What's in your heart? Now I'm going to give you the next direction, but if you're still writing, that's fine. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to kind of map out those sections. So we can kind of draw lines around the different words. So we've kind of sectioned that off. They're like different pieces of our heart. You can keep adding, or you can start sectioning off. And again, take your time. I'm just going to describe the rest of the creation because I'm going to give you about 25 to 30 minutes to complete this. I'm going to play some soothing music while you do it. But after we've sectioned it off, we are then going to add color. And we can choose the color that represents the different parts of our heart. If it's a sadness, choose the color for that. Then I would like you to just kind of put maybe surrounding your heart, what's holding your heart. What are the things that you need to hold your heart? Maybe it's your family, friends, nutrition, sleep. What are the things surrounding and holding your heart? And then I invite you to use whatever, if you have crayons, watercolor paint, color pencils, and then you can add some collage papers if you have them to make the beautiful surroundings. So you're creating this beautiful heart. And I see we have a few people that are just entering. We've created a heart. We filled that heart with the words that we're holding in our heart. Sadness, happiness, dreams, passions. We're sectioning it off. We're going to color those sections to what feels right, the color that matches that word. And then we're going to create around our heart, what's holding our heart. I'm just going to check to see how we're doing here. Perfect. Now I'm going to put on some music and I am going to give you about 25, maybe I think 25 minutes I can give you to work on this. I don't want to rush you. About 25 minutes. So I'm going to start the music, and again, if you've just come in, we put words, we've sectioned it off, we're adding color, and we're surrounding our heart and supporting our heart. So I am going to share some music with you. And I'll give you a little warning as we're coming back. We have about 5 minutes, and you can continue to work on this after, but about 5 minutes. Okay, we're coming back. And like I said, if you're not finished, you can go back to this at any time. I'm just going to now invite you, if you have questions, if you'd like to share a word or phrase or an image from your journaling, or if you would like to share your heart map and tell us what was showing up for you today. Remember, sharing's optional, listening is a gift, but I love that we have this beautiful creative circle. So if you would like to comment, share, please just hit that little raise hand and then we'll connect you so you can get unmuted. So just raise your hand if you'd like to share. Would love to have you. Share, question. Okay, I see. Delisha. Okay. Delisha, you can unmute yourself.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. So within the heart map, I noticed that I want to shine more.
Oh,
So overall, I wanted to see how am I going to connect within myself? My husband passed away just this past January.
so
So I
sorry.
wanted to, I've been trying to think of ideas and start things to see how to further process the grief. Through art, through collages, through drawings, through poems, just
Mhm.
anything and everything to just externalize and process it. So I thought that maybe in getting a little more mentally prepared, that it may get a little dark and it may get how it's going to get however it looks. But what I'm surprised at with the heart map, that I did a lot of bright colors all around the heart and had shining yellow lights shooting out of it too at the same time.
Oh,
So I'm just surprised. I thought it was going to go a different way and it didn't. So that feels good.
that's beautiful. That means your heart is shining bright.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm really
surprising.
sorry for your loss, but I love that your heart is shining. So
Thank you.
beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
And Anne, just unmute yourself, Anne. I think you might be still muted. Let's see. Did you unmute? Oh, there you go. I think you're unmuted now. There you go. I hear it. I hear a puppy.
Are you asking me?
I don't know. I thought I was trying to get Anne to talk, but is that
I'm Anna, but
Anna? Okay, did you have your hand raised? We have to go back to Anne. Hi, Anna.
hi. Sorry about my dog.
That's okay. We have a dog here. Do you want to
Oh,
share what
I don't
came
think
up?
oh, I can share what I drew.
Oh, I love it. So tell me what showed up for you in your heart. It's beautiful.
Well, I want to have my health back. I've been struggling with health, and I put the word joy around health, and then I put joy of ministry. So I want to get my health back so I can do ministry.
Oh, beautiful. Well, letting all those feelings out on your paper are really going to help your soul and heart heal, which is just so powerful. So thank you so much for sharing and showing up.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see if we can get back to Anne. Anne, you have your hand raised. Have you unmuted yourself? Okay, I think Anna, can you mute? Here, let me. I'm going to mute you there. Anna, can you mute yourself? Oh, thank you. Okay, Anne, go ahead. I can't. Do you have your microphone on? There you go. I'm starting to hear something. No, it's really gravelly. Maybe it's your mic. I'm not sure. I can hear when you reach up there, I can hear like, but I can't hear you. It might just be your connection. Did you want to show us? Maybe you can type in the chat because I would love to see what you created. Beautiful. Look at the colors. And maybe if you want to just type in the chat what you were experiencing, because I think maybe your mic is acting up on you. And we can see what you're sharing there. I love that. And you can just put it into everyone because then that will. As Anne is putting it in, I am going to go to Rachel.
All right, can you hear me?
I can. Hi, Rachel.
Hi. Hi. So I thought I'd share what I did. I had way too much fun with this.
Well, that is a good thing. Not way too much fun. A lot of fun. That's good.
So you may not be able, these are flowers, and I surrounded like the words, the keywords that I put to support my heart. What I found interesting when I was really trying to finish up really fast, like the last 3 minutes, I'm gluing everything. And so when I looked at everything, I realized I'm not surprised. This is exactly what I'm going through. Deep in my heart is what I'm getting ready to venture on a different career path. It was quite interesting to see what's been in my heart and mind and struggle come out to kind of a beautiful journal demonstration.
Oh, beautiful. That's beautiful. And it is amazing what shows up when we free ourselves to do it, isn't it? And the fact that you're on point, that's so beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. You know, when we share it, it brings so much joy to everyone else as well, because, you know, we're all in this together, right? It's beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Rachel.
Thank you.
And Bonnie.
Hi.
Hi, Bonnie.
Hi.
I can.
Good. I thought I would share. I don't know if you can see it.
I can. It's beautiful. Look at all.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Lots of color, lots of inspirational things. And I was really, the part that surprised me most was what I wrote around the outside, which was what I think this was representing what supports me in what's in my heart, to express what's in my heart. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And so it was like kindness and listening and understanding and books and structure and friendship. It was, and color itself, just color. So it was a really wonderful exercise.
Oh, I'm so happy. And thank you so much for sharing, Bonnie. That means so much.
Thank you.
I see that Anne was able to write, because her mic is a little off. She said, I had a lot of negative things in my heart, but put those towards the bottom. My light things were towards the top, and I used bright colors. I used dark colors for the negative subjects, but I'm hoping that God has a different plan for my life. Lots of things in my heart to hold. Beautiful, Anne. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much. I'm looking to see, do we have any other hands up right now? Anybody else that would like to share or just comment or have a question? I'm looking. I don't want to miss anybody that wants to share. Okay, I think I've got to everybody. Let me just see here in the chats. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so just a couple of things. So today was all about connecting to our heart, grounding, centering, finding those creative. Oh, you know what I would love to know? Let me see what kind of time we have. Did anybody have something that they'd like to share something that they really have wanted to do creatively, but share what it is and what's stopping them. I was just curious if anybody wanted to share that. Like, what is the thing? Okay, let's go to Tina. Tina from Delaware. Hi, Tina. Did you unmute, Tina?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I'm sorry, my hand was raised because I've been doing too much Zoom facilitation, and Sandy raised her actual hand, and I just wanted to make space for that.
Okay, so, but while you're here, okay, so we're gonna go back to, I see other hands raised. Let's go. Sandy.
Okay,
Go ahead,
so
Sandy.
can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know how to raise my hand. So anyways,
If you look at the bottom, there's like a little, it looks like a little hand along the bottom. I don't know if everybody's looks the same, but that's fine.
One of the things I'm trying to do is be more flexible in my creativity. So I do a lot of very structured things like sewing and like things that you want to end a certain way. And so I found with both of my things that I did, it's like my picture here, everything's in a row and everything's like, and I was looking at others who like did this here, that there, and this ended up just, all of my words, for some reason, I separated them. They didn't all join together, which I thought was kind of odd, but yeah, so I'm taking some painting classes, some watercolor classes, because it's a little more free flow. And so it'll be interesting to see what I do or don't, because I'm going through not a permanent separation, but my husband went back to New Hampshire for a few months because we just needed a break, and we really did. 40 years is a
Well,
long
that's
time.
nice that you can get that break if you need it. That's lovely.
Yes, and so I've really spent a lot of the time doing a lot of crafting and picking up some new things, and there are things I haven't done in a long time. So
Well, it's beautiful. And
good.
tomorrow is going to be very freeing for you, Sandy. It's going to be, we're going to be using music to paint and just totally free and abstract. So it'll be very good for you.
Good, good. Yeah.
And thank you so much, Sandy. And Rachel, I'm going to come here. You're still muted. Okay. Unmute yourself, Rachel.
There, I thought I did.
There you go.
So on the corner of the art journal, I put you asked, what do we need to hold our heart? And I realized I needed to be brave to make the decision to go a different direction. What I've always wanted to do is do something with like spiritual arts and helping others connect. And I've always wanted to do that, and that would take a lot of courage, because I don't even really know how to do that or what that would look like for me. But I think tonight has given me more courage than I realized. So thank you.
Beautiful. And you know what? It just starts with that one little tiny seed, right? We never know what to do till we do it. I just had sent one of my family members is struggling right now, and I love the quote by Nelson Mandela that says, it's always impossible until it's done. And I think that's what life is like, in everything we do. It feels overwhelming and impossible, and then we do it. So thank you so much for sharing that. I really appreciate it. Is there anybody else because I want to just a couple things I want to say before I have over 300 people enrolled in this course. So hopefully a bunch of them couldn't make it today. I know that, but hopefully they will show up tomorrow or watch the recording and get engaged in our community. Just a couple of things that I wanted to mention. If you haven't joined the Facebook group yet, please do, because it's a way to post what you've created, share more thoughts. I'll be posting and sharing more inspiration. You got that in your email, and I'll send it again for tomorrow. If tomorrow we're going to be doing some painting, and so, get ready for that. It's going to be really fun. So share any of your thoughts and reflections in the Facebook group. I would love that. And tomorrow is all about expressing and exploring. So it's going to be a really fun day. So is there any other questions that anybody has right now? Because I want us to end on time to be okay with all those East Coasters. It's a little bit later for all of you. Get your rest so you're fully charged. But I would like you for tomorrow to just think about one word that you want to hold in your heart from this session today. Just one word. And just like keep that word. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's peace. Maybe it's, as Rachel said, courage. What's the word you want to hold in your heart until we meet again tomorrow? So, and please join the Facebook group so we can stay connected. And is there anybody else? I don't want to leave without having, if somebody have, and I love seeing some familiar faces here. It's beautiful. And I am going to do a little editing on my video here, and then the link will be there to get posted for some people that came in late. I know might have missed what we were doing, but for everybody that was here, again, I am so grateful and honored. This is like a dream of mine, to have a community of creatives that we can lift each other up. So thank you again for being here. It's been a beautiful, beautiful session, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. So with heart, see you tomorrow.